Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to open a box from Pso-Rite. This Dane axe is from Badlands Outfitters. It's pretty cool. I like long-handled Dane axes. They exemplify one of the most basic things in human history, being able to block, transition, and create a lot of force. If you swing heavy clubs or mace, you already know the fundamental movement patterns that have been most important in all of human history. And these, here we go. We have a whole box of these brand new Pso-Rites. Pso-Rite's one of my favorite products out there. If you've ever been seriously injured, you probably have pulled your Psoas. If you've been down on motorcycles or if you do aerial or any type of combat sport. So think of the Psoas as like a fan that runs from the front of your body down here in your hip towards your upper spine through your body. Many people get an injured Psoas and it changes the way their spine works, and a tight Psoas alters your posture, and if you never release it, it can alter your posture forever. Also, if it's tweaked on one side, people will get postural deviations. They will hike a hip, they will drop a shoulder. It will affect everything about the way that they move. And it's kind of part of the aging process that isn't really talked about a lot. The Psoas is a complicated issue. And if you go to a physical therapist, they will do this thing like in Indiana Jones where they take their hand, they make it a spear, and they shove it inside your body, specifically inside of your hip, and they affect how the muscles are all attached to the inside of your hip joint. You can also work on it from the other side, working on it from the back. When you think of a Pso-Rite, think of this as two hands pushing into your body, but instead of somebody else doing it, you can lay on it, either in the center if you're big enough, and start to release a lot of the abdominal tension, not specifically always the Psoas, or you can go to one side. You can work it into different parts of your body. If you go to physical therapy and you have that done, I did that for 10 years after I ripped my leg in half. My posture was really screwed up, so I went twice a week for 10 years, $200 a pop. A lot of money was spent. I find that this cuts that down a lot. I cut down the massage work that I have to have in order to keep functioning by 10 to 20 times. I used to get it done every week. Now I can get away with 6 months to a year of not having physical therapy done because I'm traveling so much. I drag one of these along. I lay on it in one position for 3 minutes. I move to the other side, I do 3 minutes, I move it around. You can easily spend 12 minutes a day on this, and if you travel a bunch, planes, trains, automobiles, motorcycles, then you're in a sitting position. Doing this will allow you to stand back up, and if you release a lot of the tension in the middle part of your body, you'll get like a ½ an inch taller pretty quickly. All of these in this box are for a series of seminars that we are doing here. We are currently at Art Asylum, which is the new home of Wildman Athletica seminars. And we have a huge pile of these. That's 3. We already had 3 in the studio because they go in my travel kit when I work on movies. You always take 3 of these, one for you, one for whoever you're training, and a spare, usually for a stunt guy or something like that who gets thrown down a flight of stairs. Let's see how many we have in here. We have 10 of these now. We have a second box of these over here in the corner, so we have 20 plus the 3 we originally had in my movie training kit. That gives us 23 here in the studio. We will be getting more products. I have Pso-Rites kind of strategically dropped all over the world in places I go a lot. So I have some in Scotland, I have a bunch in the Midwest, some in Colorado, and now we have 23 here at this Art Asylum studio, Art Asylum, Wildman, Athletica, Badlands Outfitters, Night FX. We are doing a staff seminar later this week. The whole point of this is that when you're doing a lot of fast, hard athletic training, you need to build in recovery. So we're gonna train for 45 minutes in an hour block. Then we're gonna have a 15-minute break. We're gonna have some of our other instructors, G Money Mustache specifically, is going to run people through Pso-Rite drills to calm the tension in their body so that we can continue to train hard for longer periods of time. That is the point. If you create a lot of tension and you are training really, really hard, then you need to correct, not just at the end of the day, but you can train hard, release tension in your body, get your body back to square, calm down, let everything in your body go back down and calm down, and then we rise it back up. In a 2.5-day workshop, you do an incredible amount of work, and it's very, very hard on athletes. The goal is to keep athletes moving and keep athletes learning. So building in recovery every hour is absolutely essential to maximizing the learning experience. That is always what we are trying to do. We are trying to engineer better outcomes for athletes. Learn more, learn faster in less time, and have it become permanent neurological adaptation. Over the course of the 2.5-day seminar, I think people will have 11 Pso-Rite recovery sessions.